12A Melchor Street. I'll call this number.
What a terrible client I had. Why is this job terrible? It's a disgrace! At least I get to sit down finally. And... get a great dinner. Hello?
Hello, this is Sarte. Is this Jose Antonio Lopez?
Yeah, it's me.
I'm going to inquire about the listing on 12A Melchor Street.
Okay, I'll call you back. I'm just gonna check the house. So, you're 100% that you're gonna get this house.
Yeah, based on the description you gave me, this is really the house for me.
And if you're okay with it, let's just start the talk. Oh wait, yeah. Business card. You're sure about the price range of the house?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's within 500,000, right?
Wait. Repeat.
500,000.
500,000? It's listed at 2 million.
Wait, we're talking about 12A, aren't we?
We're talking about 12B. I think we made it clear on the phone.
Wait, what?
So basically what happened was that Diego saw a house and he wanted to inquire about this house, so he ended up calling Anton. But because Diego was talking too fast and Anton was very tired, they ended up talking about different houses. And so as it came to the discussion portion at the end, Anton said 12B while Diego thought they were talking about 12A. So the first barrier was that Diego was talking too fast, and this is a physiological barrier because this is the natural way that Diego talks. It's very quickly, and as a result, he wasn't properly able to get the correct message across, which was they weren't able to talk about the same house. Diego was thinking of 12A, while Anton was thinking of 12B.
So the second barrier we want to talk about is Anton's state of exhaustion. It's an attitudinal and mental barrier. It's a mental barrier first, because Anton was so tired that he was unable to fully focus on the message being sent, but it's also an attitudinal barrier, because since Anton was so tired, he really just wanted to get it over with and done. So the reason why it was so difficult to give feedback is because both of them simply assumed that they had the right house. And because of that, neither of them felt the need to question, is this really the right house, and any other discussions. But not only that, if you look at the last interview, they spoke in very uncertain terms, saying, well, the house, or this house, blah blah blah. Because of that, neither of them felt the need to correct the mistake, and therefore, the feedback was unsuccessful.
So then let's talk about fields of experience, right? So we see from the story that both Diego and Anton come to think that they come to an understanding that they have the same field of experience. So they think that they're talking about the same thing, the same house, and then they're okay with it. So they go through with the plan, and then voila, when the time comes to make the arrangements and to come to the conclusion and sign the bill, they find out that they're talking about the wrong house. How do you fix that situation, right? So you have to think about 3 points. Number 1, you always have to assure that you're talking about the same thing, right? You have to assure that you're talking about the same house, the same building. Make no mistake. The second one, you can never assume that he understands you or the other person that you're talking to understands you. Always make sure that you speak clearly and enunciate properly, that they understand what you're saying. Sometimes you can ask them to say it back again to you. And the third is, you have to always make sure and make no mistake about noise. If there seems to be a difficulty in the call, you can always text and then call back, and then make sure that everything that has been said has been encoded and received properly and clearly.